Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the New York Yankees. And this is the rubber match, Ziggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and today's starter, Bob Gibson. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Here's Francisco Lindor. That's too low. And we are underway.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count 2-1. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's downstairs and outside.
3-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. One up, one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And next for the Mets, David Wright. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Gibson, over 200 career wins. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one ripped. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. So up next, Mike Piazza. Outfield playing straight up now.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
There's the strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right over at second, 1 down. Gibson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man at second.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Juan Soto now, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And fouled off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Right, rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 1-0. 2 on, 1 out. And now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Beltran matched a homer in his last game. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
Foul ball there. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back in the Bronx, and today's starter, Al Leiter. And Siggy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad,
Leading
but
off
I think in
for
this
the
one, he's going to need to
Center
control
fielder,
that a little bit
Tony
better. Try to limit
Gwynn.
hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Fouled off left side. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it
second.
really well.
Right
It's a really
fielder,
nice plate
Bernie
appearance.
Williams.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Beltran under it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting third.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. One guy they want to get turned around in the 6th spot, Jorge Posada.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit right now. I mean, he knows it. His team knows it. Everybody in the stands knows it, but they need him to turn it around. You know, I'm told he's putting in some extra work in the cages, as he should be doing. So we'll see if he can break out right here.
Gwynn, the base runner at first with 1 out. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Runner on the go again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. That one just misses. And that's ball 2. Runner on the move again. In there for strike 3. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the 1st by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Now here is Lou Gehrig inside. And that is ball 1. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Everything came together for him. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Mickey Mantle in the box now. Takes strike 1. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in New York, second inning, set to go. And now, Pete Alonso. Alonso went deep in his most recent game. Gibson back to work. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Swings and misses. It's a ball in 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one misses, and the count's full. Got him, and one gone. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Infield shifted to the pull side. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
One out, bases empty. That missed by a lot. And the count is 2-2. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Jeff McNeil stands in. First pitch misses.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-1. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now a man into scoring position.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mets strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. That's in there. Strike 1.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That's inside. 1-2 to count. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on it. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
Here's Jose Ramirez. That one missed. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. And there's a ball. That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And yes, he did. James Kingsley rings him up. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look at how
for
the
the
series
Mets,
has played
third
out so
baseman,
far.
David Wright.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
3-0.
Swing and a foul straight back. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
He gets there with the slide. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Piazza takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Fouls one off, 2-2. And that just misses.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. 3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Here's Juan Soto. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Piazza, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
2 on, 1 out. That's off the inside corner, and now it's even 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Stays alive. And that misses. And a full count now.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Vientos batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
And there's a strike. Jeter launched a homer in his most recent game. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cut on and lifted in the air. Beltran. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Tony Gwynn. Walked to open the ball game. Out towards left center. Beltran on the move to the alley. Nabs it, and that quickly 2 away. Bernie Williams, the next to hit, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Way inside.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Slings to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Yanks held in check, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. The outfield playing into pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next offering is in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low fastball for some pitchers.
Good job to fight that one off. Founds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Now it's going to be Brandon Nimmo, 0-1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. And that's down and away. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Now batting.
And now here's Jeff
McNeil.
McNeil. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ryan Walker getting ready to go. Wagner also throwing. 2 outs, base is empty. And ball 1. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the series. It's 2-0.
Well, Boog, I feel like we're seeing more of this these days than we ever have before. You've got high velocities on the mound. You've got stronger hitters with really good pass to the baseball. So much power in this sport. Opposite field home run. I'll tell you what, I feel like I see at least one every day, and that was an incredible job to keep that ball fair.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That one off the mark, and the count is 2-0. Gibson maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening. Really been playing well.
Designated hitter, Babe Ruth.
Outside. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He sends it out of here. His 11th of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With a low 90 left-handy's fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Soto going after it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not
fielder,
allowing it to stay in the
Mickey
head, but going to work at the
Mantle.
next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So digging in, Mickey Mantle. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one
ball,
misses.
1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a little bit low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That misses, and now it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a
Now
3-2
batting,
pitch, and I tell you
catcher,
what, he
Jorge
earned that walk.
Posada.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. Misses off the plate. 1-0. Mantle leads off first with 1 away. And that is out of play. Next offering upstairs. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one is inside.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And that's outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Grich, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
No strike.
Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. And the count even 1-1. Laser base hit around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
First and second, 2 outs. And stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter. Right through there for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. They limit the damage here. They get 2 and draw even again. We've played 4. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gibson back to work. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. I'm exhausted from watching some of these at-bats. Lots of full counts and a ton of pitches with the starter still out there. They're taking up a lot of his energy.
Way outside, and it's 1-2.
Boog, I can't even keep track of how many full counts we've had in this one. I've messed up my scorebook because there have been so many, and you know my scorebook is a work of art.
And that's way high, and the count is even 2-2. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today. Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Mike Piazza.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Bob Gibson departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Pitching change here, Ryan Walker.
Number 74.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Outfield playing straight up now. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw. Safe. Posada too late with the throw. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering upstairs. There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses. And that's ball 3.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's a full count. Runner at second, nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
Soto at the plate now, and that's inside.
1-0.
And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Clips the corner, and it's 2-1. Right, the lead runner out at second. Piazza at first with no outs. And that one fouled off. The next offering misses. Full count now.
That's a really good take.
No outs, runners at first and second. Fights it off, he'll see another. And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Swing and a pop-up. Ramirez settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And now it's Mark Vientos. Golden opportunity right here. And the slider just misses. Bases loaded, one away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. One runs in. Save for 2 now.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one fouled off. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Two on, 1 out. And the polar bear strikes out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now Brandon Nimmo delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
1 strike.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second.
That's the ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Yankees 2. Back for more from the Bronx. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. Set to get us started. Bottom 5. Tony Gwynn. And he takes a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that one sliced foul. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the
Now
count right there.
right
That's a
fielder,
ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or
Williams.
left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Williams up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Gwynn on at first. Nobody out. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
And fouled off. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runner at first with no outs here. And just misses with that one. Babe Ruth in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner on the move. That one is absolutely belted. Going back on this one. Going down. A laser to left. It's 4-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Man, he just barely got that one out of here. And you've got to love the effort and loft to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
At the plate, Babe Ruth. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. 1 for 2. Check swing, called strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Mantle stands in now and watches strike 1. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now tied 4-4.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Yankees.
and they make a change to start the 6th.
36.
The new pitcher, Cade Smith.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
My red tie with your red dress. We ain't even planning, but we matching those. Everybody looking when we passing those.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Williams settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Back to the top of the Mets order. And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Fastball for a strike. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Two now. Left field. Mantle sizes this one up. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting.
David
third
Wright
baseman,
now at the
David
plate.
Wright.
He's one of the best players in the game. Right through there for a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Makes the play, and it's out, number 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Butto.
And as relievers go, he's not a big
70.
strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Danny Young up and loosening in the pen. Minter warming up as well.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a strike. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Grich up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Posada stands at first with 1 out. Check swing, called strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Tied at 4. And misses inside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Goes down looking.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
That's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting center fielder.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tony Gwynn. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Outside. And that's ball 1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And a base hit. The throw into second. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Buto out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers back up with some of the best in the game.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the DH, Babe Ruth. Down and away for ball one. Yankees up by 3. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 9-4.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty with 2 away. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees 9 and the Mets. Back now in the Bronx. Now here is Mike Piazza. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Smith, in his second season, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada.
No.
And that one hit to first, and that's a fair ball.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Now
I know it was a ground
right
ball,
fielder,
but it was
Juan
absolutely hammered
Soto.
through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now it's Juan Soto. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
One and one.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Next pitch is outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Late on that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the sweeper misses. Piazza gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Cade Smith done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees.
pitcher for the Yankees, Emmanuel Clase.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Beltran in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Shane McClanahan, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Wagner, the power lefty, up as well.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one at triple digits. First and second, no outs. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Right through there for a strike. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Upstairs.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. (3-2), and they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So now the DH spot, Mark Vientos.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He unloads on that one. That's his 50th career homer. A 4-spot on the board. It's 9-8. Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Now, you know, it's tough to bounce back on the mound after giving up a granny, especially when you still have 3 outs to get. Somehow he's got to shake it off. He's got to just hit the reset button and try to get 1 batter at a time, 1 out at a time.
The outfield playing him to pull, with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Ball 1, no strikes.
So it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
That one close, rule the ball. Now 2-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Nimmo stands in now, looks at that one inside. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Outside low, ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That's in there. Strike 1. And the tying run is on base.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Pitching for
Billy
the
Wagner
Yankees.
on to pitch out of the pen
Number
here.
13.
This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. McNeil in the box now, takes strike 1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Stays alive. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, double play, and the inning is over. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's down to 1 here. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Mickey Mantle. That one misses. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one lifted to left. Nimmo. 1 down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Posada batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike. That one out to right. And that drops foul.
Whoa. 1 and 2.
Got him swinging.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Swung on, belted. Soto moving back for it. This one's going to carry it, and it's gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His 11th of the year. It's 10-8.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Mark Leiter Jr. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 56, Mark Leiter
Rich
Jr.
stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. And it's now we're at the top of the 8th. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And next for the Mets, David Wright. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Wagner, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. The Mets down by a pair, and we're in the top of the 8th. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
That one called a strike, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground to third, Grich gets it to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Back at Yankee. Yankee Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Derek Jeter. Pitch misses. Ball one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Tony Gwynn stepping in now for the Yankees. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that one clips the corner.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is in for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Bernie Williams. He's already homered in this game. Misses the sweeper.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Hit hard on the ground to short. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Next is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. And first offering is fouled off. Williams, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Close, but called a ball. 1-1. Ripped to short. They take the force out. That ends the frame. So no runs.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Yankees.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's
Number
a new pitcher
18.
on the mound, Shane McClanahan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Soto in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
1 ball, no strike. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In time to Gehrig, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
If you want to be a great
Up
defense,
next
you
for
have
the
to
Mets,
deliver
center
consistently.
fielder,
It
Carlos
doesn't matter how many
Beltran.
highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. And next for the Mets, Carlos Beltran. He's a guy. who does it all. And that one clips the corner.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Almost got him. Base is empty, one away here in the top of the ninth. That misses. 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. So 2 down now, and here is Mark Vientos. He's already homered here in this one. Outfield playing straight up now. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees slugged their way to a win in this one.
We saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. A couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one, considering all the runs put up. Really wild.
And this one ends the final 10-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.